What's up, YouTube world? Vince back again with a Pro Shop thing. So I had a subscriber recently ask me to show him the difference between Brunswick factory compound versus new Storm's Power Edge. So I'm going to bring out a ball and I'm going to do one side with Power Edge, one side with the factory compound from Brunswick, and we're going to take a look at everything. All right. So give me a few minutes. Let me get set up and then we'll get going on this. All right, so we're back. This is Brunswick factory compound. As you can see, the grit or so that's inside of it. This is Storm's Power Edge. It doesn't have anything in it that you can really see, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a drop on here, and we're going to take a look at both. And then I'm going to hold it up to the screen so you can see it. A little bit more, kind of make a match. All right. So let's see how well you can see that. That's what we're looking at. So looking at them in comparison, oops, sorry. This has a little bit of grit. You can definitely feel it in your finger. And then nothing on there again. So I'm going to do the same thing with the Storm Power Edge. Not as gritty, has a very, very, very fine feeling grit to it. So that's what you're looking at. Hope you can see that pretty good. All right, so I happen to have a ball here that got a nice little set of lane damage on it. So what I did is I sanded the ball from 500 to 1,000. So we're going to do an even comparison. This is the type of pad I use for my compound. So I'm going to do compound on this side and use a paper towel to wipe it off. And then I'm going to do the same thing for the other side using the Power Edge. All right, so let's get some compound on there. All right, so I'm just going to smear it around a little bit. Then we're going to spit it all over the place. I'm going to try to use the same type of pressure. I'm not pushing down real hard. I'm going to go up and down 5 times. Here's 4. Here comes 5. All right, now I'm going to use paper towel to take it off. So there's no way I'm going to contaminate, cross-contaminate, whatever. All right, then I'm going to hit it with this towel. Dab of water. All right, so that's what the Brunswick factory compound looks like. You can see swirl lines, of course, obviously. And I'm just doing a fast little thing. It's got some grit to it. Definitely got some shine to it. Got a little bit of that. Now, let's flip over and do the same thing using the Storm Power Edge. Now, I have my own pad specifically for Power Edge, not using any other polish with this. This is only with Power Edge. So, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put some on this thing. I will say this, that I really feel that this is probably going to shine up a little bit more than the compound. Compound, you got to go a little longer, a little more pressure. All right, a little smear test there. And again, 5 times up and down. 1. Same amount of pressure, not trying to get crazy. All right, paper towel. Now the other side of this, so it's not contaminated, clean side. A little bit of water like I did in the other one. And let's see what we got. I'm going to wipe my little hand mark off there, trying to slow the ball down. All right, so they look pretty comparable. I mean, you can still see the swirl marks on there, but it's got some shine to it. Got some tack. The other side, this is the side that had the Brunswick. They're pretty close. Pretty close. Again, mind you, I did it at 1,000. I didn't really try to dig in with the polish, but that's pretty much what you're seeing there. The difference being that the more pressure you use, that's when you're going to see a bigger difference. So if I were to do, and this is the power edge side, if I added more pressure and water, if I did this a little bit more, and I'll do the same thing with the compound on the other side. And remember, what side we used with, that was the compound side, power edge side. It's all about pressure. The more pressure you use, the shinier you're going to get it. And it's exactly what we got. Shinier. Swirl marks are still there. But at 500, 1,000, it's awfully gritty. So now let's try the same thing, but this way, compound side. Okay, again, now I'm going to use more pressure, more water. And I'm going to use compound side. I added a little bit more pressure to both sides to give you an idea. And there you have it. Some of the swirls are gone. Still there with some stuff. Power edge side. Compound side. Power edge. Compound. They sound pretty identical. So I'm going to say they're pretty close. Pretty close to each other. So, in closing, I'm going to say these two are pretty comparable. I have noticed that if I want to shine up a ball that needs a lot more shine, then the power edge is the one to go to. This one here, compound, is if I'm trying to give the ball still some bite down lane to get there. So, I mean, they're both really good. I really like both of them. I did not use the Crown Factory polish because the question for me was, could you compare Brunswick's compound versus Storm's power edge? That's what you got. So that's as close as a comparison I can get for you. I hope this helped. Thank you to the subscriber that asked me to do this for them. I hope this gets what you're looking for. So far, I see either one is very good. But yeah, that's all I got for you. Bolasmart.com to get your, if you want to get any of those compounds, polishes, whatever, cleaners. Coolwick.com for my jerseys. Use my code VORTEES10, save 10% on final checkout. And that's what I got for you today. Thanks for watching. Appreciate your support.